Welcome to day 5 of our Excel series, Learn Excel Errors in 60 seconds. In today's session, we are going to cover a new formula called number error. So why this particular formula happens? When you are trying to do something which Excel cannot calculate, like a mathematical error again. If it's outside the mathematical logic, the Excel will say that I cannot calculate this particular number and it will throw an error like this number. So to give an example, you're trying to find a square root of -2. For a -2, there's no square root existing in max. So the Excel will say, I cannot find it and throw an error called number error. And another example, for example, you're trying to find difference between two dates. Okay. So I'm using date diff formula. Date diff will give me the difference between two dates. So this is the date number 1 and this is the date number 2. I want in days. So I'm selecting days. It gives me an error. Why? The reason being, I'm calculating difference in a backward stage. The initial date is the latest one and the second date which I'm giving is the old one. In this particular scenario, date function won't work. So how can you correct these things? So the simple option is you have to change the input and the function will work. Or in the date diff function, you have to give the initial date first, the lesser date first, and the later date as the second parameter. In this case, Excel will say that this is the date difference. When you try to do the opposite, Excel will confuse and it will throw an error called number error. So you can correct it in the original method which we mentioned, right? If error, you can correct it in this way also. Like for example, if the output is an error, just give me 0. You can do correction like this as well. So I hope this helps. See you tomorrow with a new error. Thank you.